Good morning, everyone. Imagine a language model that almost 6 gigabytes shrunk down to less than 2 gigabytes. The question is simple. Do we get a more efficient model or a model that looks normal but is secretly wrong? That's the question we answer in this research. The impact of GGF quantization on accuracy and inference efficiency on Indonesian sentiment analysis. Language models have strong capabilities, but file size, memory requirements, and computational cost makes local deployment on CPU is difficult. One solution is post-training quantization. Post-training quantization works with reducing the precision of the model weights without retraining. In our experiments, the F16 file was around 6 gigabytes. With 4-bit, it went down to 1.8 to 2.1 gigabytes, about 66 to 69 smaller. But smaller files don't automatically mean a better pipeline if the output isn't accurate or cannot be parsed, and the savings are useless. The problem is most quantization recommendation came from English language or general purpose benchmarks. We cannot just assume the result applied to Indonesian sentiment analysis. The study answers the question. First, how quantization affects micro F1 within each model pipeline. Second, what trade-off arise between classification quality and CPU efficiency. Third, which configuration is the best for deployment in each pipelines. One thing to emphasize from the start, we're not ranking the model against each other. Each quantized model is compared with its own F16 reference within the same pipeline. We check out 15 pipelines on 500 test sample from NDLU SMSA. We pick SMSA for two reasons. First, the evaluation split is fixed, so we can directly compare our result with other studies. Second, the data comes from 5 different platforms: Twitter, Zomato, TripAdvisor, Facebook, and Instagram, making it more representative of real-world quantification. The distribution is 208 positive, 88 neutral, and 204 negative. The three models are Q1 2.5, Llama 3.2, and Scilion V1. Each with tests at 5 levels: 16, 8, 5, 4, and 2 bits. Everything was run on an Intel Core i5-1335U CPU with 16 GB of RAM. Q1 and Llama use zero-shot prompting, and Scilion is a base model, so it uses a three-shot prompt. One thing I need to clarify before getting into the metrics, timing is not measured together with accuracy. Before the measurement starts, there are 3 warm-ups generation that aren't counted, so that the catch and threads are already stable. Then one run measures 50 samples with a batch size of 1. Each model configuration pair is repeated 3 times, with the model completely unloaded from memory between runs and the order of configuration shuffle, so that hot effects and ordering effects don't pile up on one configuration. The result on the rightmost card, the coefficient of variation between runs is no more than 3.3%. Our evaluation is split into 2, classification quality and deployment efficiency. The primary matrix is micro F1 because the natural class is much smaller, only 88 out of 500 samples. We also report accuracy and parse value rate. For uncertainty, we use a 95% bootstrap confidence interval with 10,000 resample. Changes compared to F16 are tested with per confidence interval and exact mnemonic test with home adjustment. For efficiency, the main matrix is throughput, mean, and P95 latency, speed up, load time, peak RAM, and file size.
The key takeaway from this slide is simple. There is no single quantization level that is safe for every model. For Qwen and Scilion, macro F1 remains virtually unchanged at a 4-bit quantization. In both pipelines, the pair confidence interval still crossed 0, meaning we didn't detect a statistically significant performance decrease. This should not be interpreted as proof of equivalence. It simply means we found no evidence of a difference. Llama behaved very differently. A performance drop was already detectable at 5-bit quantization, and at the 4-bit quantization, the degradation became much larger. Now look at 2-bit quantization on the right side of the figure. Both Llama and Scilion experience severe performance degradation. Q1, on the other hand, produced no macro F1 score at all because all 500 outputs failed to be parsed. Now let's move on to deployment efficiency, and the results are somewhat counterintuitive. Across all 3 pipelines, 4-bit achieved the highest throughput, reaching about 1.3 until 1.4 times per baseline. Surprisingly, 5-bit was actually slower than the baseline across every model, despite using lower numerical precision. Furthermore, although 4-bit produced a smaller model file than 5-bit, it actually consumes more peak RAM during the execution. The important message is that smaller models are not automatically faster. File size, throughput, loading time, and peak memory usage represent different deployment costs, and they do not necessarily improve together. At the 2-bit quantization level, none of the three pipelines was suitable for deployment. However, it failed in a different way. When experience format collapsed, all 500 outputs failed to be parsed. Llama presented a more concerning case. Almost all outputs remained syntactically valid, yet its macro F1 dropped to only 0.211, approaching the performance of a classifier that simply predicts the majority class. Scillion exhibited mode collapse, assigning the neutral label to 497 out of 500 inputs. Although the outputs were synthetically valid, they contain virtually no useful information. They demonstrate that monitoring parse rate alone is insufficient. A production monitoring system should also track prediction quality and label distribution. By combining classification quality and deployment efficiency, our recommendation need to be made individually for each pipeline. For Qwen, we recommend 4-bit quantization. It reduces the model size by 68.8%, improves the throughput by 1.392 times, while showing no detected macro F1 degradation. For Scillion, we also recommend 4-bit with the same reason like Qwen, and for Llama with zero-shot prompting, we recommend 8-bit quantization. It provides a 1.146 speedup, reduce the file size by 46.8%, and doesn't show a detected performance decrease. Although 4-bit is faster, but the cost is a 0.218 macro F1 reduction, which is too significant for this task. Next to the conclusion, for research question 1, there is no universal bit width threshold. Qwen and Scillion remain stable at 4-bit, while Llama doesn't. For research question 2, speedup is monotonic. Quantization 4-bit is the fastest configuration, while the 5-bit is actually slower than the baseline. For research question 3, the optimal choice depends on the model. We recommend 4-bit quantization for Qwen and Scillion, and 8-bit quantization for Llama, and avoiding the 2-bit entirely. The main takeaway is, do not choose quantization only based on bit width or model size. We must validate the entire pipeline, including the model, prompt, task, runtime, and deployment environment. These findings should be interpreted within the scope of our evaluation. Our study is limited to one Indonesian sentiment dataset, one model scale around 3 billion parameters, one CPU platform, and calibration-free quantization. One additional limitation we identified ourselves is that the label ordering was fixed throughout all experiments. Our control analysis showed that label ordering can shift prediction distribution. Therefore, the absolute performance values are specific to the label order used in this study. However, comparison with its pipeline remained still valid because the label ordering was kept consistent across all quantization levels. Finally, we measured the class prior behavior of Llama, but we don't claim to explain its underlying cause. Factors such as pre-training corpus, tokenizer design, and instruction tuning cannot be separated with this experimental design. We would like to thank you, our supervisors and lecturers at Bina Nusantara University, for their guidance and valuable feedback throughout this research. Thank you.